Out of nowhere, an extremely beautiful statue appeared inside the church, but when the priest approached to take a closer look, he discovered that it was actually the corpse of a human being. Terrified, he immediately called the police. After a thorough investigation, the police discovered that there were no fingerprints on the body, but on the foot there was a word, artist. It was obvious that the killer had intentionally left his signature. Seeing this, the police chief was extremely shocked because it was a criminal he himself had arrested 5 years earlier. It was a series of serial murders. The killer had brutally murdered 6 women and turned them all into statues, exactly like this one. But the artist had already been arrested, so he could not be the culprit. It seemed that someone was imitating his modus operandi. In that case, if they contacted the artist directly for help, perhaps the police could solve the case soon. Detective Amy went to the prison, but before she could explain the reason for her visit, the artist guessed it was about the imitator. Although Amy was very surprised, she hid it and showed him the photos of the statue. She explained that this imitator was very professional because he had used the same preservative the artist had used in the past. That batch of preservatives had been confiscated by the police years ago, so the imitator must have had some close connection with the artist. The old man smiled and said he could help, but on one condition: to turn his cell into a painting studio, because only when he painted could he calm down and analyze the case. Amy did not hesitate for a second and agreed immediately. So, the artist analyzed the photos while painting and soon found a clue. The wings of the corpse looked strange. Hearing this, Amy immediately went to examine them. After carefully checking, she found a nail polish brush inside the wing. But it was strange because that type of nail polish had stopped being produced years ago. The last time Amy had used it was in high school. She took a photo of the polish and brought it to the artist, asking him what the killer's intention was in leaving it there. But the artist said he did not know. He knew there was something in the wings because he had done the same thing back then. Seeing that he did not seem to be lying, Amy had no choice but to leave while the police continued searching for clues. The next day, another person arrived to report a case.